One is a man forged in a crucible of suffering, battling demons both literally and internally, armed with a slab of iron and unbreakable will. The other is a boy born without power in a world defined by it, who defies fate with a sword that eats magic for breakfast. This is the Black Swordsman, Guts, versus the magicless might of Asta. It is a battle that pits grim dark reality against shonen optimism, a struggle between a man who has lost nearly everything and a boy who started with nothing, forged in suffering and defiance. These two demon-slaying warriors represent the absolute peak of physical prowess in their respective worlds. Today, I am breaking down every piece of puzzle, from raw strength and legendary weapons to battle tactics and sheer willpower, to finally try and answer the question, who is the ultimate champion? When you talk about pure strength in anime, these two are always in the conversation. Let's start with the struggler himself, Guts. His strength isn't just impressive, it is borderline nonsensical. Guts lives in the world with a certain great realism, and his power spits in the face of it. The greatest proof is how he casually wielded the Dragon Slayer. This isn't some fantasy prop. It is a colossal slab of iron that fan analysis put at around 7 feet long and weighing roughly 400 pounds, and yet Guts swings it with enough speed and to cleave through armored soldiers, stone pillars, and building-sized monsters. While he often uses two hands for maximum power, the fact that he can wield it with one arm at all is a feat of pure physics defying force. His strength is a symbol of his struggle, raw, brutal, and overwhelming. Then you've got Asta, in a world where everyone leans on magic. Asta is a physical anomaly, born without a drop of mana. He compensated by training his body to its absolute limit and then some. His strength is explosive and superhuman. He swings his own collection of massive anti-magic swords with enough force to repel devastating spells and physical clash with reality-warping demons. When amplified by his anti-magic, his physical power enters a whole new dimension. So who takes this fight? It is tough. God's strength is about the constant grinding application of force, making the impossible happen through sheer grit. Asta is a more explosive shonen style power that allows for incredible bursts of output. However, for pure pound-for-pound physical force, the edge has to go to Guts. His entire fighting style is built on defying the laws of his world with muscle alone, and swinging the Dragon Slayer is arguably the single greatest display of measurable strength between the two. Power is useless if you can't hit your target, and in this category, the difference between our warriors becomes a massive canyon. Guts is deceptively fast, weighed down by heavy armor and that gargantuan sword. You would think he's a lumbering tank. You would be dead wrong. He can move like a blower on the battlefield, cutting down foes before they can even react. His reflexes are sharp enough to deflect crossbow bolts and dodge lightning-fast demonic attacks. With the Berserker armor, his speed is pushed to inhuman levels, letting him leap and twist like a predator. His speed remains in the realm of exaggerated, but still somewhat grounded human capabilities. Asta, on the other hand, is playing a completely different sport. The world of Black Clover operates on a much faster clock, with mages who sling spells that move at the speed of light. And Asta consistently keeps up using Ki, a unique sixth sense for life force. He can predict his opponent's moves before they even make them. This allows him to react to and intercept attacks that are quite literally moving at light speed. While he isn't moving faster than light himself, his ability to anticipate its path and move to intercept it is a game changer. The verdict here is crystal clear. Asta absolutely dominates the speed category, while Guts is a master of outsmarting faster opponents. Asta baseline speed and Ki enhanced reaction time are in a tier Guts just can't touch. In a straight fight, Asta would control the engagement from the start, and Guts would have a hell of a time landing a clean hit. A swordman is defined by his steel, and these two carry some of the most iconic blades in manga history. Guts has one primary weapon, but it's all he needs: the Dragon Slayer, forged by the blacksmith Godo. This sword was first seen as a failure, too big for any normal man to lift. For Guts, it became an extension of his will. Its most obvious features is its immense size and weight, translating to catastrophic destructive power. But its real strength is metaphysical. After being used to kill countless demonic apostles, the sword has been battered in so much astral blood that it now exists on both the physical and astral plane. This allows it to permanently damage spiritual and godlike beings, making it the perfect weapon for a demon hunter. Asta's arsenal is more like a Swiss army knife. His Grimrock grants him several anti-magic swords. First is the Demon Slayer sword, a huge blade that can cut and deflect magic, which he can also ride like a hoverboard. Next is the Demon Dweller sword, which can absorb magic from others and unleash it in powerful slashes. Finally, he has the Demon Destroyer sword, which has the wild ability to negate the effects of magic and curses by erasing their cause and effect relationship. This match is fascinating. Asta's swords are the perfect counter to the magic-heavy universe of Black Clover. The Dragon Slayer, however, is a tool of pure, uncompromising destruction. It doesn't negate, it simply obliterates, while Asta's swords offer incredible utility against magic. The Dragon Slayer's raw power and its unique ability to harm beings on a spiritual level give it an edge in sheer brutal lethality. This is where things get really interesting. We are talking about the ultimate trump cards: the Berserker armor versus Asta's Devil Union. The Berserker armor is God's greatest weapon and his most terrible curse. It's an ancient suit of armor that unlocks the wearer's full physical potential by shattering off their subconscious limiters, like pain and fear. This means gods can keep fighting with injuries that would instantly kill anyone else. If a bone breaks, the armor's tendrils will pierce his flesh and forcibly hold it in place. It provides a terrifying boost in strength and speed, but it comes at a horrifying price. It drains his life force and sanity, threatening to turn him into a mindless beast of pure rage. Asta's ultimate power is his devil union with Libe, the devil sealed in his Grimrock. This transformation gives him a massive power-up, allowing him to cover his body in anti-magic and fly freely. In this state, his strength and speed are boosted exponentially, and his anti-magic becomes so potent it can erase powerful spells from existence just by being near them. This is Asta at his absolute peak. a living embodiment of anti-magical force. This brings us to the biggest what-ifs of this debate. Would Asta's anti-magic work on the Berserker armor? Based on how both system works, it seems unlikely Asta's power is specifically designed to negate the mana-based magic of his world. The Berserker armor isn't a spell, it is a cursed physical object powered by the wearer's life force, or Old, and the dark spirits within it. Since it operates on a completely different metaphysical system, Asta's anti-magic probably couldn't just turn it off. This means God gets to keep his ace in the hole, a terrifying thought for any opponent. Now, before I declare the winner, we have to talk about the things that truly defines these two, their minds and their unbreakable wills. But first, if you are enjoying this Clash of Titans, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and drop a comment below. Who got the scarier trump card, the Berserker armor or the Devil Union? Asta is a smart and adaptable fighter. He's been in tons of scraps against powerful merges and has learned to use his limited tools with amazing creativity. He learns fast and has phenomenal instincts, especially when using his key sense. However, he's still a young man, and his experience, while impressive, is mostly from his time as a magic knight. Guts, on the other hand, is a product of endless brutal war. He's been fighting on battlefields since he was a child and has been a mercenary, a raid leader, and a lone hunter of monsters. He's fought against human armies, hordes of demons, and godlike beings from other dimensions. His battle IQ is off the charts. Guts is a master strategist who weaponizes everything: the environment, his opponent's ego, even his pain. He knows how to set traps, exploit the tiniest weakness, and turn a losing battle into a brutal wall of attrition. His entire life has been one long, uninterrupted fight for survival. This one isn't even contest. Asta is a skilled warrior, but Guts is a war personified. His decades of experience in every combat situation imaginable give him a massive advantage in strategy and pure battlefield cunning. If there is one area where these two are truly equals, it is their indomitable will. Asta's entire character is built on his refusal to give up. In a world that told him he was worthless, he just trained harder and yelled louder. His relentless optimism and unwavering goal to become the Wizard King are the engine that drives him. It is this sheer willpower that even allowed him to wield anti-magic in the first place. His fights for his friends, his dreams, and his belief that anyone can be great. God's willpower is a different animal entirely. It wasn't born from hope, but from pure unadulterated rage and the instincts to survive. His spirit has been betrayed, broken, and tortured, yet it refuses to shatter. He is called the struggler for a reason. He is in a constant state of defiance against a cruel fate. His will is so strong it practically has a physical presence, allowing him to endure the influence of gods and tame the feral rage of the Berserker armor. He doesn't fight for a lofty dream. He fights simply to exist, to protect the few people he has left, and to get revenge on those who wronged him. Calling a winner here feels wrong. Asta's will is a bright burning star of shonen determination, while Guts is a dark churning abyss of pure tenacity. This category is a firm draw. Both men possess a level of willpower that lets them bend reality to their needs. Asta has a clear path to victory, a speed blaze. His massive advantage in speed means he could potentially end the fight before Guts even knows what hit him. In Devil Union, he has the power to overwhelm Guts with a barrage of clean repeated hits. But fighting Guts is never that simple. Guts specializes in taking down opponents who are faster and stronger than him. It is what he does. His massive advantage in experience means he wouldn't let this be a simple stack check. He would use the terrain, dirty tricks, and his own incredible pain tolerance to ground Asta and drag him into a close-quarter bloody war of attrition. And in that arena, Guts is the king. The Berserker armor gives him the monstrous endurance to weather Asta's storm, and the Dragon Slayer only needs to land one solid hit to end it. Because of this, while Asta may look better on paper, my verdict goes to Guts. His strategic genius, lifetime of experience against supernatural horrors, and the unyielding brutality of his fighting style are the perfect counters to Asta's speed. It would be an ugly, grueling battle that would push the struggler to his absolute limit. But Guts' greatest strength has always been finding a way to win, no matter the odds. But hey, that's just my take on this battle. Who do you think would win this epic clash? Let me know your verdict in the comment. And don't forget to subscribe for more battles from across the anime multiverse. And